Whereas recognition of the inherent dignity and of the equal and inalienable rights of all members of the human family is the foundation of freedom, justice, and peace in the world.
Whereas disregard and contempt for human rights have resulted in barbarous acts which have outraged the conscience of mankind, and the advent of a world in which human beings shall enjoy freedom of speech and belief, and freedom from fear and want has been proclaimed as the highest aspiration of the common people.
So, if man is not to be compelled to have recourse as the last resort to rebellion against tyranny and oppression, that human rights should be protected by the rule of law.
Whereas it is essential to promote the development of friendly relations between nations.
Whereas the people of the United Nations have in the Charter reaffirmed their faith in fundamental human rights, and the dignity and worth of the human person and the equal rights of men and women, and have determined to promote social progress and better standards of life and larger freedom.
Whereas member states have pledged themselves to achieve, in cooperation with the United Nations, the promotion of universal respect for and observance of human rights and fundamental freedoms.
Whereas a full understanding of these rights and freedoms is of the greatest importance of the full realization of this pledge.
Now, therefore, the General Assembly proclaims this Universal Declaration of Human Rights as a common standard of achievement for all peoples and all nations, to the end that every individual and every organ of society, keeping this declaration constantly in mind, shall strive by teaching and education to promote respect for these rights and freedoms, and by progressive measures, national and international, to secure the universal and effective recognition and observance, both among the peoples of member states themselves and among the people of territories under their jurisdiction.
Article 1. All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. They are endowed with reason and conscience and should act towards one another in a spirit of brotherhood.
Article 2. Everyone is entitled to all the rights and freedoms set forth in this declaration, without distinction of any kind, such as race, color, sex, language, religion, political or other opinion, national or social origin, property, birth, or other status.
Has the right to life, liberty, and security of person.
Article 4. No one shall be held in slavery or servitude. Slavery and the slave trade shall be prohibited in all their forms.
Article 5. No one shall be subjected to torture or to cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment.
Article 6. Everyone has the right to recognition everywhere as a person before the law.
Article 7. All are equal before the law and are entitled without any discrimination to equal protection of the law.
Everyone has the right to an effective remedy by the competent national tribunals for acts violating the fundamental rights granted by Constitution or by law.
No one shall be subjected to arbitrary arrest, detention, or exile.
Article 10, adjusted for pronouns. Everyone is entitled, in full equality, to a fair and public hearing by an independent and impartial tribunal in the determination of their rights and the obligations of any criminal charge against them.
Article 11. Everyone charged with a penal offense has the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty according to law in a public trial at which he has had all the guarantees necessary for his defense.
Article 12.
No one shall be subjected to arbitrary interference with his privacy, family, home, or correspondence,
Nor to attacks upon his honor and reputation.
Article 13. Everyone has the right to freedom of movement and residence within the borders of each state.
Article 14. Everyone has the right to seek and to enjoy in other countries asylum from persecution.
Article 15. Everyone has a right to a nationality and the right to change their nationality.
Article 16. Everyone of full age, without any limitation due to race, nationality, or religion, has the right to marry and to found a family.
Article 17. Everyone has the right to own property alone as well as in association with others. No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of his property.
Article 18. Everyone has the right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion, and in public or private, to manifest their religion or belief in teaching, practice, worship, and observance.
Article 19. Everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. This right includes freedom to hold opinions without interference and to seek, receive, and impart information and ideas through any media and regardless of frontiers.
Article 20. Everyone has the right to freedom of peaceful assembly and association.
Article 21. Everyone has the right to take part in the government of his country. The will of the people shall be the basis of the authority of government. This will shall be expressed in periodic and genuine elections, which shall be by universal and equal suffrage.
Right to Social Security, economic, social, and cultural rights.
Article 23. Everyone has the right to work, to free choice of employment, to just and favorable conditions of work, and to protection against unemployment.
Article 24. Everyone has the right to rest and leisure, including reasonable limitations of working hours and periodic holidays with pay.
Article 25. Everyone has the right to a standard of living adequate for the health and well-being of himself and his family, including food, clothing, housing, and medical care, and necessary social services. All children, whether born in or out of wedlock, shall enjoy the same social protection.
Everyone has the right to free education. Education shall be directed to the full development of the human personality and to the strengthening of respect for human rights and fundamental freedoms.
Article 27. Everyone has the right freely to participate in the cultural life of the community, to enjoy the arts, and to share in scientific advancement and its benefits.
Article 28. Everyone is entitled to a social and international order in which the rights and freedoms set forth in this declaration can be fully realized.
Everyone has duties to the community in which alone the free and full development of her
or his
or their personality is possible.